Yo guys, so today I'm gonna teach you guys how to mouse macro. Personal opinion, mouse macros are much better than TG macro, which I went over in my last video. Um, Mouse macros, they're much better, much smoother, and like you know how like with other macros you don't go like, oh like you know what I mean? Like you're not going all over the place. You're kind of just doing your own thing. You know what I mean? It doesn't like jerk you to a one side or whatever. It's just you see, it's kind of smooth. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do it, how to set it up. I'm gonna let you guys know now. This only works with Logitech mouses. So if you have a Razer mouse, it does not work. But there are Razer macros out there you can use. But you can go to a whole different YouTube channel because I personally have a Logitech mouse. So if you have a Razer mouse or any other type of mouse, please leave. This tutorial will not work for you. This is for Logitech mouses only. So like G Pro Wireless, G203, etc. So I'm gonna show you guys what to do, how to get started. So first, you want to download a software called Logitech G Hub. I'm gonna leave it down in the description, and you want to make sure, obviously, your mouse is connected to your PC. And then whenever you get it all set up, I'm not gonna go through the setup process because it's kind of self-explanatory, but you'll see your mouse right here, and what you want to do is just tap on it, and then you should see something like this. It's not going to say macro here. It's going to say something else probably. I wouldn't doubt it. But it should say like middle click, blah, 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 whatever. So first, you want to go to macros. Once you're at macros, you want to press create new macro. Sorry. Name it whatever. I'm just going to name it macro. Okay, so this is the part where this is kind of like personal. Personal opinion. Personal preference, whatever you want to call it. So for this macro, you can either have it while you're holding your mouse button down, or you can toggle it. So whenever you click it, your macro does it. You know what I mean? Personally, I like repeat while holding because it's much easier and you just have to hold it down. So like you're not going to be holding this button often at all unless you're playing the hood or whatever, or unless you're macroing. So it's not like you're going to just spam you know what I mean? So I just recommend repeat while holding. So now you want to make sure use standard delays is on. Make sure it's on. And all you have to do is press the big plus button, press system, mouse, scroll up. That's it. Plus, delay. Now, keep this here. Make sure this pops up. If it doesn't pop up, you're probably not, you don't have this checked. But if you have it checked, whatever. I don't think it really matters. Because if you have it off, it's going to show down here. But if you have it on, it's just going to show up here. You can change it whenever. So I'm just going to have it on. Make sure to have it on. I had it on. I told you guys to put it on. So keep it on. Mouse, and now you want to do scroll down. That's it. Now up here, use standard delays. I recommend like 10. 25. It gave me 25. Whatever. So now you want to save it. So now you have the macro. So now you want to just drag them. You want to hold on the M right here and drag it to one of these buttons or one of these two if you have two on over here. I don't know what a G203 looks like, but I'm pretty sure you guys have mouse buttons right here. So I'm just going to put it on this one. Oh, it's like bugging really bad. Hold on. So I'm just going to put it on this one. I'll take this one off so you guys know I'm not using it. If I can figure out how to take it off. There we go. Disable. So now I have the one I just made. Right. So now this is the fun part. Well, actually, I'll say one more thing. If you guys do want this macro to be a little bit smoother, I don't think it really matters. I don't think this is really an FPS macro, like TG macro, my other video. I think this is just a macro, honestly, because my FPS is at 60. I don't have my FPS unlocker, but it works perfectly fine. Usually my TG kind of like bugs, like I said, like it like puts you to one side or whatever, like it makes you run into stuff all the time. Yeah, that's because of your FPS. But this macro, you don't really run into anything. As long as you can control it. I can't control it for absolute anything. Like, for the life of me, dude. Can't control it. But, so, you want to download that if you want it. You don't have to, but I'm not going to walk you guys through the step-by-step, like, how to download it. Because it's kind of self-explanatory. But I will teach you guys how to macro. So, how to macro. So, first, you want to make sure you have the animation pack. Also, in my last video, a lot of people were saying that it wasn't working, but a lot of people aren't skinny in this game. So how to get skinny? Go to Hood Fitness, go inside, and just eat a ton of lettuce. And to check how skinny you are, you want to do /e stats up top left. You see /e stats and enter. Don't mind this bottom bar. This bottom bar does not matter. I just have it because I wanted like a certain. It's a weird move. Whatever. Whenever you're punching, this top bar is all that matters. You want the bar to be gone. You want it to be literally 0, so you have no muscle. Right. It's gonna take you a while, but it's worth it. To get it off your screen, just press /e stats again or type it in. So you eat a ton of lettuce until you're fully skinny like me. And then, so how to do it? So first, you want to make sure you have the animation back, obviously, and you want to greet. Once you greet, you see where your hand touches your head. Your right hand touches your head. So right here, you see where your hand touches your head? Okay, so that's the important part. You have to time this very perfectly. So once you do that, you want to like pull out a gun and then put it away. Pull out an item. This does not work with your fist. Do not try your fist. The fist is the only item that you cannot do it with, I believe. So greet, pull that out, put it away instantly. And then you want to make sure your bottom half is below the screen. So like my torso, so like right here might work, but I recommend right here, right? So your legs are below your screen. FOV, if you have FOV on, I don't think it really changes anything. It'll still work. Yeah, it'll still work. So, yeah, FOV doesn't really matter. But, yeah, so make sure your thing is below the screen. Your legs are below the screen. I'm going to turn off my FOV because this is really weird. I don't like it. Oh, that just made it worse. Whatever. So, like I was saying, greet, pull it out, put it away. Make sure your torso is above the screen. S. And instead of pressing Q like my old video, you hold your mouse button. The one that you set your macro on. Do not use like left click or right click. Just use the side buttons that you have. And then the macro just macros, you know what I mean? It just does its own thing. And so since this is not an IO macro, I believe you can macro abuse with this. I'm not 100% sure. I'll test it right now. But you might be able to. Maybe not. Oh, maybe. But it's going to be hard to control. But yeah, you can macro abuse with it. I didn't know that. I'm not going to lie. But you just cannot aim in. So whenever you're macro abusing, just don't aim in. If you don't aim in, it works. I think. Yeah, it works. Yeah, you can macro abuse with this. So you can like hold out a gun or an RPG or whatever you guys prefer. But yeah, that's pretty much the entire video. This is the mouse macro. This is only for Logitech mouses again. I cannot post a Razer tutorial, but there are many more YouTubers just like me that post like Razer macros and stuff. So if you have a Razer mouse, but if you have like a mouse like the Model O, for example, the honeycomb mouse, I'm not 100% sure, don't quote me. I don't think there's a software, but I do not know how to set it up. Obviously, I don't have that mouse, but any other mouse other than a Logitech will not work. So if you have a different mouse, like you have a Dell mouse or something, I recommend using my tutorial that I put in my last video, the TG macro. That works. Or, yeah, that TG macro is probably the best macro if you don't have, like, a Logitech or a Razer mouse or anything like that. So, yeah. That's how you macro with a mouse macro. Also, one more thing. If your FPS does start to lag, because my FPS lags whenever I use mouse macros personally. Like my game just gives up, dude. Like my frames will drop to like 5 randomly. If yours does do that, what I found out that works is do not use your mouse macro for a long time. I didn't use mine for 2 months straight. And now it works perfectly fine. But it also might be your frames. If your frames are too high. I'm not 100% sure. Do not quote me on that. But if you are running about 200 frames, I recommend using an FPS unlocker to cap your FPS if your frames do drop whenever you do the mouse macro. So if you're going to like 5 frames, cap your FPS at 60. Or anything. Anything that works for you. Because like if I turn on my FPS in my mouse macro, oh, it doesn't drop. I think it's because I'm at 60 frames. But if you're at like 120 or whatever, it might lag it out. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't found an actual solution to it. But if it does start lagging, use TG macro. I'll try to put it at the end of the video so you guys can tap it and just like watch the tutorial. But if you did watch it all the way through, this video all the way through, I appreciate you very much. If you could drop a sub. Sorry, I was about to say something else. I was gonna say like drop a like and drop a sub at the same time. But drop a sub and like the video if you can. It helps me a lot. And if you have any problems, I'll try to help you out. I will probably not leave my Discord in the description, but if you do need a lot of help, just comment down below, and I will give you my Discord and we can chat there. I'll try to help you out. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did like it, like I said, drop a sub, drop a like. It helps a lot. I'm trying to hit like, I don't know. I'm trying to get big on YouTube, bro. I'm trying to get like 500 subscribers or something. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.